We asked these 5 AIs a question that maybe all of us have wondered. Who is the greatest attacking player in the history of each of these clubs? And we're not just talking about the best number 9, but any attacking player. Wingers, strikers, even false nines. We start with Chelsea. Le Chat voted for Didier Drogba, the heart and soul of Chelsea during one of their most successful eras. Drogba was much more than a goal scorer. He was a true leader on the pitch, with a unique ability to show up in the most decisive moments. His legacy is defined by the 2012 Champions League final, where he scored the equalizer and converted the decisive penalty to deliver the club's very first European crown. Across his career with the Blues, he scored 164 goals and won 4 Premier League titles, 4 FA Cups, and the Champions League, among many others. His physical presence and power made him an unstoppable forward. All 5 AIs agreed with Le Chat. Drogba takes the crown as Chelsea's greatest attacking player of all time. Next up is Ajax. Gemini chose Johan Cruyff. An absolute icon of the club, he played as a forward and winger between 1964 and 1973, scoring 190 goals in 240 matches. He led Ajax to 3 consecutive European Cups and 6 Eredivisie titles. Cruyff was not only a goal scorer, but the very symbol of Ajax's identity. That's how Google's AI explained its choice. But ChatGPT disagreed, casting its vote for Marco van Basten. Van Basten was the definition of a perfect striker. Even though he only played 6 seasons at Ajax, he scored 152 goals in 172 appearances, won the Eredivisie Golden Boot 3 times, and lifted 3 league titles and 3 Dutch Cups. His elegance and finishing ability were legendary. Johan Cruyff may have been the most iconic figure, but as a pure striker, Van Basten stood on another level. That was ChatGPT's reasoning. The rest of the AIs sided with Johan Cruyff. In the end, the Dutch master secures his place as Ajax's greatest attacking player of all time. We move on to River Plate, and here, all 5 AIs gave the exact same answer: Angel Labruna. He remains River's all-time top scorer with 317 goals in 515 matches. Labruna was part of the legendary forward line known as La Máquina, which dominated Argentine football during the 1940s. His loyalty to the club is a cornerstone of his legacy, as he stayed for 20 years wearing the River shirt. His impact was so immense that his birthday, September 28th, is celebrated as the International Day of the River Plate fan, a fully deserved spot as River Plate's greatest attacking player. Next up is Borussia Dortmund. ChatGPT cast its vote for Robert Lewandowski. Even though his very best years came at Bayern, in Dortmund, he became a legend. He scored 103 goals in 187 matches, led the club to back-to-back Bundesliga titles in 2011 and 2012, and was the key figure in their historic run to the 2013 Champions League final, ultimately lost against Bayern Munich. His impact in yellow and black was undeniable. Grok voted for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. He netted 98 goals in just 144 matches, an incredible strike rate, and finished as Bundesliga's top scorer in 2017 with 31 goals. His speed and clinical finishing made him stand out, even ahead of Lewandowski or Jurgen Schütz, thanks to his peak years at the club. And the debate didn't end there. The French AI put forward a third name, Marco Reus. While he played more often as an attacking midfielder, his influence in Dortmund's attack was massive. Reus is actually the club's all-time top scorer in the Champions League, ahead of Lewandowski. Across his career, he has made 429 appearances for the club, scoring 170 goals and providing 131 assists in all competitions. His mix of technical quality, vision, and unconditional loyalty to the club made him the ultimate fan idol. But in the end, it all came down to Gemini and DeepSeek, and both voted for the same player, Robert Lewandowski. The Polish striker secures the title of Borussia Dortmund's greatest attacking player. Next up is Juventus, and here there was no debate. Every single vote went to Alessandro Del Piero. He spent 19 seasons at the club, becoming both their all-time top scorer with 290 goals and the player with the most appearances, with 705 matches. A forward of immense technique, a free kick specialist, and a player of unmatched elegance. A symbol of loyalty and perseverance. A fully deserved place as Juventus' greatest attacking player. Now we move on to Benfica. Grok voted first, and its choice was Eusebio. He scored an astonishing 473 goals in 440 matches between 1960 and 1975, leading Benfica to 11 Primeira Liga titles and 1 European Cup. He won the Ballon d'Or in 1965. His power and finishing ability placed him far above others like Nuno Gomes or Jonas, making him the club's greatest idol. None of the other AIs disagreed. They all voted for him. Eusebio takes the crown as Benfica's greatest attacker of all time. We stay in Manchester, this time with United. ChatGPT argued that the choice had to be Wayne Rooney. Rooney is United's all-time top scorer, with 253 goals in 559 appearances. He arrived in 2004 and quickly became a cornerstone of Sir Alex Ferguson's side. His grit, versatility, and leadership turned him into a true icon. He could play in multiple attacking roles and always gave everything on the pitch. Rooney won 5 Premier League titles, 1 FA Cup, a Champions League, a Europa League, and 3 League Cups, leaving behind a legacy that's second to none. Cristiano Ronaldo may have been more spectacular, but Rooney's mark on the club was deeper. Still, Grok went in a different direction, voting for Cristiano Ronaldo. He scored 145 goals in 346 matches, winning 3 Premier League titles, the 2008 Champions League, and a Ballon d'Or. His global impact and evolution as a goalscorer put him above legends like Rooney or Bobby Charlton, according to Grok. But the rest of the AI sided with ChatGPT, giving their votes to Wayne Rooney. And so, he stands as Manchester United's greatest attacking player of all time. We move to South America, and next is Santos. Gemini's choice was none other than Pelé. It's impossible to talk about Santos without mentioning Pelé, considered by many to be the greatest footballer in history. He played for the club from 1956 to 1974, scoring 643 goals in 659 official matches, though some claim he surpassed the 1,000 goal mark. Either way, he was pure genius. Pelé won 6 Brazilian championships, 2 Copa Libertadores, and 2 Intercontinental Cups. But his impact went far beyond trophies. He popularized both Santos and Brazilian football across the entire world. His technical quality, vision, finishing, and leadership turned him into a living legend. All the AIs agreed with that choice. Pelé stands as the greatest attacking player in Santos' history. Back to Europe, and now it's the turn of Inter Milan. ChatGPT's pick was Giuseppe Meazza. An absolute legend of Italian football, he scored 284 goals in 408 matches for Inter, won 3 Scudetti, and became the very first great superstar of Italian football. While Ronaldo Nazario dazzled during his brief spell at the club, Meazza remains the true icon. But Grok disagreed, casting its vote for Ronaldo Nazario. The Brazilian scored 59 goals in 99 games for Inter. Despite his injuries, his individual brilliance, highlighted by winning the Ballon d'Or in 1997 and 2002, and his key role in Inter's 1998 UEFA Cup triumph put him above Christian Vieri or even Meazza. Lechat backed ChatGPT's choice, followed by Gemini and DeepSeek. With 4 out of 5 votes, Giuseppe Meazza claims the title of Inter Milan's greatest attacking player. Next up is Boca Juniors, and once again, we had a total consensus. All the AIs voted for Martin Palermo. He is Boca's all-time top scorer with 236 goals in 404 matches. Palermo won 3 Copa Libertadores, 2 Intercontinental Cups, and 6 Argentine League titles. His killer instinct, iconic goals, and deep connection with the fans turned him into a true legend. He surpassed other greats like Gabriel Batistuta or Angel Clemente Rojas thanks to his longevity in silverware. His instinct in front of goal, especially in Superclásicos and finals, cemented him as an unconditional idol of the club. A fully deserved place as Boca Juniors' greatest attacking player. Now we move to Paris to talk about PSG. Grok was firm, Kylian Mbappé. With 256 goals in 308 matches between 2017 and 2024, he became PSG's all-time leading scorer. He won 6 League One titles with the club and shone in the 2020 Champions League. His pace and quality put him above Zlatan Ibrahimovic or Edinson Cavani. That's how Grok explained its choice. But ChatGPT wasn't convinced. Its vote went to Zlatan Ibrahimovic. The cultural and sporting impact of Zlatan at PSG was unique. He was the striker who elevated the club to a new level of European power. Zlatan scored 156 goals in 180 appearances and won 12 trophies. His spectacular goals, arrogant personality, and winning mentality were crucial in turning PSG into a global force. Then Deepseek surprised everyone with a third name, Pedro Pauleta. He was PSG's main figure during a time when the club lacked today's financial power. Despite playing in an inconsistent team, he kept PSG competitive and prevented worse seasons. With 109 goals in 211 matches, he was the club's all-time top scorer for years, until the era of the modern superstars. Finally, the decision came down to Lashat and Gemini, and both voted for the same player, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. The Swedish striker takes the crown as PSG's greatest attacking player of all time. Next up is Porto. Grok and Lashat agreed on the same name, Hulk. He scored 77 goals in 169 matches between 2008 and 2012. During that time, he won 3 Primera Liga titles and the 2011 Europa League. His raw power and thunderous long-range shots made him stand out, especially in European competitions, putting him ahead of players like Mario Hardel thanks to his versatility and impact on the continental stage. But Hulk wasn't the only name mentioned. ChatGPT and DeepSeek both voted for Fernando Gomes. Known as Bibota, Fernando Gomes was Porto's deadliest striker of all time. Across 13 seasons, in 2 different spells, he scored 355 goals, making him the club's all-time top scorer. He won 5 Portuguese league titles and, most importantly, the 1987 European Cup, Porto's very first major international trophy. Gomes was a pure penalty box striker with brilliant positioning and the ability to finish with either foot. That left the final decision to Gemini, and it also voted for Fernando Gomes. He takes the crown as Porto's greatest attacking player of all time. Now we move to Spain and on to Barcelona. And honestly, this vote comes as no surprise. A unanimous decision, Lionel Messi. With 672 goals in 778 appearances, Messi won 10 La Liga titles, 4 Champions Leagues, and 6 Ballon d'Ors while at Barca. Everyone knows his story. He redefined the history of the club and became its greatest icon. Without a doubt, Lionel Messi is Barcelona's greatest attacking player of all time. Now we head to Brazil with Flamengo. The French AI cast its vote for Zico. The Brazilian legend scored 508 goals in 732 matches for Flamengo, winning 4 Brasileirões and 7 Carioca State Championships. He led the team during its golden era, capturing both the Copa Libertadores and the Intercontinental Cup in 1981. Zico was the leader of that unforgettable generation and one of the most technically gifted players in football history. Grok gave him its second vote, and ChatGPT, Gemini, and DeepSeek didn't hesitate either. They all chose him. Zico secures the title as Flamengo's greatest attacking player of all time. Back to Spain, this time with Atletico Madrid. Grok and ChatGPT agreed on the same name, Antoine Griezmann. With 184 goals in 389 matches, he is Atletico's all-time top scorer. He won the Europa League and shined in the 2016 Champions League run. His consistency, loyalty, and quality place him above other legends like Diego Forlan or Radamel Falcao. But Lashat and Gemini disagreed, casting their votes for Fernando Torres. Torres is one of Atletico's biggest idols, having started his career at the club and playing a key role in its rise during the modern era. His goal-scoring ability and loyalty turned him into an iconic figure in Atletico's history. Still, as the very best striker, some might argue there were stronger candidates, but of course, the final decision wasn't up to us. This time, it was DeepSeek, and it wasn't an easy choice. But it went with Antoine Griezmann. The Frenchman takes the crown as Atletico Madrid's greatest attacking player. Now we arrive at Bayern Munich, and here all 5 AIs agreed, choosing the same player in total consensus, and no one is surprised. Gerd Müller. Known as Der Bomber der Nation, Müller was a lethal finisher and Bayern's all-time top scorer, with 565 goals in 611 matches. He was the definition of a pure penalty box striker, with an incredible instinct to find the ball and score. His legacy is defined by his stunning record of 40 goals in a single Bundesliga season, 1972, and his role in Bayern's 3 consecutive European Cup triumphs from 1974 to 1976. A fully deserved recognition as Bayern Munich's greatest attacking player of all time. Next up is Manchester City, where Grok was quick to cast its vote for Sergio Kun Agüero. Agüero is widely regarded as one of the greatest forwards in Manchester City's history. He was fundamental during the club's most successful era, helping them win multiple Premier League titles. His ability to score decisive goals, and his remarkable consistency turned him into a true club legend. And yes, this was another consensus. All 5 AIs chose the Kun. Agüero takes the crown as Manchester City's greatest attacking player of all time. We now move to Italy with AC Milan. Grog's vote went to Marco van Basten. Yes, he appears once again, but this time wearing the red and black of Milan. Van Basten scored 125 goals in 201 matches between 1987 and 1995. He won 3 European Cups, 4 Serie A titles, and 2 Ballon d'Ors. His elegance and finishing ability placed him above other legends like Gunnar Nordahl or Andrei Shevchenko. His technical skill and goal-scoring instincts made him truly stand out. Gemini supported this choice. ChatGPT, however, went for Andriy Shevchenko. Sheva was Milan's deadliest forward of the modern era, scoring 175 goals in 322 matches. He won the 2003 Champions League, the 2004 Serie A title, and also claimed the Ballon d'Or in 2004. While Van Basten was legendary, Shevchenko defined an entire era of success for the Rossoneri. DeepSeek backed this choice, and so it all came down to Gemini holding the decisive vote, and it chose Marco van Basten. The Dutchman takes the crown as AC Milan's greatest attacking player of all time. Now we move on to Liverpool, where Lashaw's choice was Ian Rush. He scored 346 goals in 660 appearances, making him Liverpool's all-time top scorer. Rush won 3 European Cups and 5 English League titles, surpassing names like Mohamed Salah or Kenny Dalglish. But Gemini went for Kenny Dalglish. Dalglish is a true Liverpool legend, both as a player and later as a manager. Between 1977 and 1990, he scored 172 goals in 515 matches. He was a forward with exceptional vision and a natural leader. His impact on the club was so immense that one of the stands at Anfield carries his name. Still, that didn't change the outcome. The rest of the AIs all voted for Ian Rush, and so he takes the crown as Liverpool's greatest attacking player of all time. Finally, we arrive at the last club, Real Madrid. The French AI voted for Cristiano Ronaldo. While Alfredo Di Stefano was the cornerstone who built the mystique of Real Madrid, Cristiano Ronaldo was the most lethal and efficient goalscorer in the club's history. In just 9 seasons, he became Madrid's all-time top scorer with 450 goals in 438 matches, an astonishing average of more than a goal per game. And we all know the trophies he lifted during his time in white. In the end, it was a unanimous decision. Cristiano Ronaldo is crowned as Real Madrid's greatest attacking player of all time. So, what do you think of these choices? Do you agree with the AIs? Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. See you in the next one, here on More Than Football.